whoever this is, I'm hearing, take time to slow down. You're coming back home to yourself. Okay, so let's see what this is. Something might have recently taken place where it's kind of been a bit of an awakening for you. I think maybe that there's something that you really want to do or you want to move towards, but there's this energy of, literally, this is the 8 of Wands in reverse, and it says on there, slowing down. Okay, so I think maybe, especially with this 10 of Coins, there's something on your mind, and I'm hearing building a legacy. Okay, so a specific message, building a legacy. You've got a lot on your mind. 6 of Cups as well, so there could be someone from the past specifically that could be on your mind, or something that you wanted when you were a child and you're really wanting to put this into like action now. Maybe something about family is important. I'm hearing maybe this is someone who wants a family, or something in the family has taken place recently and they need to just slow down before they move forwards. But there's definitely something about wanting to build a solid foundation. 6 of Cups again. Okay, you need to be, so you've got this energy within you and you need to obviously direct it towards where you want to go, but you have to have the confidence to do that, right? In the past, someone here hasn't had that confidence, okay? So that's why it's kind of like there's this need to slow down to, as you come back home to yourself, you realize who you are for this, what you're moving towards, for this version of yourself. You've clearly been doing some shedding, and it's been happening in such a way, when it just happens, you haven't taken time to acknowledge who you've become as a result. The Empress, Divine Feminine. I'm hearing pregnant with ideas, pregnant with opportunity. Wow. I'm going to get another one because I feel like part of me is wondering whether someone's lacking confidence to move towards this Empress as well. Let's see, let's get some clarity. The Lovers, but it's in reverse. Oh, it says misaligned values. Okay, we'll get some clarity on this. Lovers in reverse. I think this is where someone truly hasn't made that decision to follow their heart, so their true alignment. Okay, because of this lack of self-confidence. Look at that, the 10 of Cups has come out like this. So you've either got your storybook ending or disconnection. And again, I think maybe family really plays a part in this, whatever's held someone back. To me, okay, so 10 of Coins and then the 10 of Cups. So this is a big deal because those are the most like abundant cards in the deck. You know, that new chapter where it's just there's emotional fulfillment, there's wanting for nothing, you know, true abundance from the heart and outside of you, right? So whatever that looks like to you, very, very individual. Okay, let's get clarity. 10 of Coins, Empress. I also think that actually there might be somebody who the Empress knew there was some kind of misaligned values with as well. That's come through for a reason. Yeah, 7 of Wands, licking your wounds. It's kind of like you wanted to create that 10 of Coins, that stable like foundation to build a home on, you know, together, loyal, committed, that kind of energy. But it didn't work out like that, okay? We'll get another one to confirm it. Yeah, the Hierophant in reverse again. Truly, that's, I don't know, I think maybe family or some kind of traditions got in the way here as well. You know, it wasn't a societally normal accepted connection or something, or decision that you wanted to make that your heart was calling you towards. The Star at the bottom of the deck as well, so this is clearly part of the healing journey, something that needs to come through. 8 of Wands in reverse, get some clarification. We've got Gemini and Taurus on the table so far, okay? 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so, yeah, 2 of Swords in reverse, and then Knight of Coins as well. So this really is slowing down. This is truly slowing down. Before you make a decision, recognize what's in front of you. Because that says attention, red flags as well. So it's really about taking off the blindfold and really looking before you make that decision. Because in the past, someone was left licking their wounds. I think that someone in the past, they didn't act in them, almost in a way that, you know, was morally strong it wasn't, you know, and now it's kind of like pay attention to the red flags before you proceed. Take time, recognize where you're being asked to slow down before you rush ahead, okay? So let's get some confirmation for this Page of Wands. This is really a test for someone to truly come back into their inner alignment, their true emotional fulfillment. Okay, Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, so we've got strength. Okay, that's good. Okay, so this is where someone needs their strength. They need to gather their inner courage here. We've got the Hermit there as well. It's too many cards, but so there's Leo on the table as well. So Three of Wands is in reverse with the Page of Wands in reverse. They've truly, not only have they lacked the confidence to move towards their future vision, they also haven't seen that future vision properly. Okay, it's kind of like they've had this shield of protection ahead. Six of Swords, it says better times ahead there. They've just got to see it. So it's like they've had this shield of protection around them. I do think they're divinely protected as well, actually, whoever this is. But it's almost been like armor as well. Maybe it's been like a projected falsity of, you know, I've got it all together. But truly, someone, it's been hard for them to see what the future, what it looks like for them, you know. But I think it's because they haven't allowed themselves to. They haven't had the confidence to say, no, it is the Ten of Coins. It is that stability, that, you know, wanting for nothing, and loyalty, actually, I'm seeing, like, truly, with that Hierophant as well, that's high level commitment, you know. Okay, let's get confirmation for the Empress. I'm hearing someone might need to be mindful of their own red flags as well. Okay, so we've got, that's good. So this Divine Feminine energy is bringing through a lot of mental clarity. Okay, so especially when it said, like, pay attention to those red flags. And then there's release. As a result of this, there's a release coming. There's, like, it says an uncluttered life. I think that someone's just removing all, you know, everything that was just in the way, like just distractions and just unnecessary stuff, you know. And I do think that there's something about the Divine Feminine energy that's really pulling this out of them. Okay, so internally, maybe someone externally, but things are becoming much more clearer as they allow themselves to slow down and really recognize where, because I think they realize something about, they're realizing their own red flags and what that's done to prevent what they truly want, and they didn't realize it all along. So there's clearly been some kind of realization. Okay, the Lovers in reverse, I don't think they realize this misaligned values. Lovers in reverse, I don't think they realize this. They really weren't checking themselves. They did not face that mirror within. Wow. Nature could be important here, connecting to nature, maybe horse riding as well, and eagles. Okay, the Lovers in reverse, find out. And I think because I didn't realise that actually it was just misaligned values, it just added to the lack of self-confidence. They just weren't acting in the right way that was required. Devoid of emotion. Wow, Queen of Swords in reverse as well. Let's get another one. I think the way someone was acting, projecting themselves was not true to their heart at all. So whatever they were projecting as who they are, it wasn't true to what was actually happening within. So it might have presented as being avoidant or devoid of emotion, but yeah, emotional imbalance. My God. Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups in reverse here. So you can't have that alignment outside of you if you're not got it within you. You know, you've got the Lovers there. But with these queens, it's all in reverse. Devoid of emotional imbalance. So clearly there's been a lot of, again, I honestly think there's some huge kind of, something to do with family that's had a huge impact on someone's inability to truly connect to their emotional landscape. And this has actually created situations where they've just not understood why it didn't go the way they wanted, but they weren't being true to their values, to their emotion, but they weren't trying to connect to whoever they wanted to connect with from that true space, you know. There was a lot of just stuff beneath the surface. Ace of Coins. It says new beginning here. That's beautiful. And it's come out with that Ten of Cups. So it feels like you can be planting that seed and it is going to be moving towards that storybook ending, if you want to say. I always, you know, it's everlasting happiness kind of, you know, that's the energy. But it's going to take that confidence now to move forwards towards this direction and make that Ten of Cups upright. Whoever this is, I feel like this new beginning they want to create is very different to what they were brought up around. So this kind of family energy, this higher level commitment that they might want to move towards, it's going to be very different, but it's truly requiring them to check their values, their emotional balance, truly. This is a 9 of coins, and that says rewards for your labor. So someone's really, this is so interesting. I think that they're really understanding where they've gone wrong, and I truly believe that it's that divine feminine energy, either within them, around them, whatever it is, that specifically divine feminine energy, just really bringing them this clarity to remove what's been in the way. We'll get some more because this is an interesting spread, truly. So we'll get some clarity. They're not someone who conforms either, you know. Maybe they've been brought up around tradition, but they've not really followed it as such. They've kind of, I feel like they might have carved their own path, if you will. 10 of Wands in reverse, laying down your burdens. So they've been left licking their wounds when it comes to, you know, the truth of what they wanted, but they just weren't being honest with themselves or anyone else. But also when I said that they've had some kind of family involvement here, some influence, that's also something that they're finally going to release and like just no longer carry. I think they've been carrying a lot of burden, you know, especially emotionally, which is why they've been so in this emotional imbalance, devoid of emotions, you know, misalignment way within themselves. Okay, interesting. So the very first card there was 8 of Wands, and we were talking about that at the beginning, right? And then it's gone from slowing down to fast, seizing the day, right? So Knight of Coins to Knight of Swords, that's fast action. So once they allow themselves the time to really check those, you know, the warning signs that within them, but also around them, I think they are taking their time to understand this better. They want to, there's some kind of, I'm hearing they want to move forward with communication with this new information. Yeah, 6 of Coins and King of Coins. Oh my God, that's beautiful. They've got complete change in what was coming through first in the first part here. You know, someone's really finding balance. They're finding this energy of understanding what it means to give and receive. You know, equally reciprocated. King of Coins, ultimate provider. There's someone who wants to provide, and that makes sense because the 10 of Coins is what they truly desire within, you know. But I don't think that they've understood what abundance means. I think maybe they were success-led, if you want to call it that, you know, 3D. When I say that, I'm talking about the 3D stuff, you know. But they're truly understanding that actually it's more than that. It's that emotional fulfillment that they just felt like a void to them before. Okay, wow. Beautiful. So they truly are going to be gathering their strength right now. They're just trying to see the picture clearer ahead, which means they need to clear through their own, I'm hearing truly their own internal stuff, let's say. Yeah, 6 of Wands. Congratulations. That's success, victory. And that's come out with their Empress as well. So the mental clarity, the decluttering. This is leading them to the path of success. 6 could be important. 10. Wow. Earth sign energies are important as well. Okay, interesting. Let's see what this is then, because yes, oh my God, literally Temperance, perfecting balance. So that's come out with all of that imbalanced emotion, misaligned values. The Emperor at the bottom of the deck, I mean, is in reverse, but this is where there's balance coming in. Someone's finally balancing their emotion. They're checking their values. Ooh. 3 of Swords, yeah, that's actually addressing the deep emotional pain, the Fool, and the Tower, both in reverse. This is what's preventing them from moving forwards. They don't want this reckoning. You know, they don't want this to fall apart like it has done before, which is why they're paying attention to the red flags right now. So that's really important. They don't want to just rush in. Also on the floor, we just had the King of Wands in reverse. So that's been a very unpredictable energy. So not necessarily someone who, I think they were led by impulse, led by ego. That did come through before. But don't forget, we've got the King of Coins that actually came around the table. So they're really shifting things right now, okay? So maybe if you're connected to this person, you lack this foresight of what's going to happen next. You know, you haven't got clarity, you know. But with this, I think that your focus is on yourself because you're actually helping someone to come back home to themselves, which is a very initial message. So this is why it's all about coming back within, right? Let's see what clarity we can get here. This might be someone who it feels like keeping up appearances was more their focus. understand what was happening within, truly. It was almost like, yeah, there was the snowflake within, you know, that vulnerability, but they weren't addressing it, you know, so it was like a mask. Number 9, it's got 20 and 8 as well. So original, delicate, one of a kind, handle with care, fragile, vulnerable. I think that they were focused on, again, it's a realignment of their values is massive for them right now. That's what they're currently going through. And I think it's been quite an awakening for them to finally realise that that's actually what it is, that it was an internal thing. The Lily here, that did land on the divine feminine energy there, which is interesting. The Empress, okay, so 30, Lily, established, ambition, experience, sexuality, achievement, longevity, mature, career, virtue, development, retired. Yeah, like I say, someone's, that just gives me that energy of that 10 of coins, you know, it's long lasting, stable, you know. And I think this is what the divine feminine presents as, you know, this Empress energy, and the way this divine masculine appears is getting some kind of awakening, right? Yeah, just as I said that, Celtic knot, divine union. Number 24, unconditional love, legendary, divine union, eternal love, infinity, enduring, connected, love of a lifetime. Golden ticket. It truly is. I think someone's truly having this awakening, which is why they're coming back home to themselves. You know, it's not just about the public persona. You know, yeah, came out. Golden ticket number 5. Big break, turning point, once in a lifetime. The success again with that 6 of Wands, the success here. I feel like there's something about this Empress, divine feminine, who 144 could be important, who's also actually establishing something, and she's finding success herself, you know. She's finding, I think actually for her, it's her physical environment. She's creating love. Maybe she generally is just having like a cleanse, a purge, a clear out, or, you know, charity bag collections, that kind of thing, like genuinely. And it's actually helping, because when you get called to do that, it actually cleanses you internally, because it's clearing through your energetic field, and it actually creates space as well for certain things to enter in a less cluttered way, even energetically, okay? Magical, something special, an extraordinary event, major opportunity, love. There could be some kind of event. That's come out twice now with the Garden card as well. An event could be taking place. Okay. There's really this energy of really honouring this transition that's taking place, truly. Yeah, got the island, and then got the mortar and pestle, so 21 and 10. Okay, so it could be a separation here. You know, someone's been feeling isolated, solo, lonely. They've been very independent throughout this whatever this has been taking place. But with this mortar and pestle, again, there's a lot of magic in this energy, like a lot of like magical, you know, someone could be quite tapped in. Bluing, blending, alchemizing, right? It does say potions and spell work as well, so breaking things down to make something else. So I do feel like there's a change here. There's that change, you know, that misaligned values and misaligned energies around that was just keeping this emotional imbalance, you know, taking place. It wasn't that beautiful 2 cups coming together, or however many cups. That's what's changing. That's where the alchemy is taking place. It's not just going to be doing it by yourself anymore. Yeah, there's something about someone needing to truly look after their health right now, taking some kind of, this does say medicine as well on this card, and this is the mice, 23 and 7. Illness, fatigue, stress, deteriorate, loss, theft, reduction, filth, decay, irritation, worry, fear, anxiety, waste, nagging. Let's get another one just to confirm this. It's kind of like being really mindful of who is accessing your energy field now, because you, as you're going through this like change, right, coming home to yourself, there's changes taking place in who needs to be around you and where your energy is actually being invested wisely, and it's like reciprocated. It's not just depleting you, you know, that battery, it's not just like depleting all your energy. Compass, 2-2, true north, discovery, life path, seeking truth, direction, find your way, know where you're going, making plans. So this has not come easy. There's been illness, there's been a lack, there's been loss. It's like that tower, like everything was stripped away just to ensure that someone was really finding their true path. You know, they were no longer cycling through this red flag and just lack of foresight, you know, imbalanced emotions and rushing into things without recognizing the warning signs that were there. You know, there's a change there, and it needed to happen. It didn't feel like it didn't feel nice at all at the time, but this is it. Yeah, uprooted, deep changes, radical, 29, radical break from the past, interruption, displace, makeover, drift, separation. Has come out twice. There's definitely a separation here. Forced change, opportunity, transplant. So this was not expected. This separation. It was quite a tower moment. you know, and that's probably where you felt like you deteriorated. There was, you know, illness and just like a lot of loss experienced outside of you. But I don't think anyone knew this with this mask number 14. It was in this, like, it was happening beneath the surface, you know. Oh, that's much better. That is the tree, 5 and 7. That's about health and vitality. So definitely getting grounded. There's a fertile energy here. Again, I did say that with the Empress, you know, pregnant with whatever I said at the beginning. Lineage, health, again, lineage. So families on someone's mind. Vitality, roots, personal growth, past lives, evolving, connecting to source. I do think that you've had to go through so much healing of your understanding past lives as well as like your roots in this life, you know, so generationally. It's really been helping you to evolve, whoever this is, and really your connection to divine is so much stronger than it ever has been. Got the boy child there as well, so there's energy of that new beginning. But it does say inexperience on that card as well, number 13. So I think that's another thing. There's had to be this time apart, you know. Yeah, snake, number 7. Deception, jealousy, betrayal, backstab, toxic, silent treatment, seduction, sexuality, counterproductive. I don't think someone realised that they came out, the boy. I don't think someone realised that they genuinely were the walking red flag. 13, beginnings, innocent, brand new, creativity, spontaneous, carefree, inexperienced, tender, new perspective, boy. My God. With this new beginning though, this is where it's kind of, someone's really being asked to address what's been deep-rooted within their heart for a long time. Okay, got the bear and then we've got the fireworks. Okay, so bear, 15 and 10. Boss, CEO, judge, coach, finance, benefits, wealth, mama bear, protective, strong, large, muscular, rich, affluence. Maybe there was a child involved. With these fireworks as well, that's, you know, there's a celebration. It comes with this energy of this finding that groundedness. Again, bear's giving that home energy, you know, family, home, stable. Wow, got communication card, and then you've got the stars. So number 27 and 27 and 7. Okay, letter, writing, communication, making contact, news, emails, notes, mail, written documents, information. Number 16 and 6, stars. Number 6 and 7 could be important actually. Wishes do come true in July and June. Could have had some significant memories or just things happening. Wishes do come true, peace, miracle, dreams, feeling blessed, hopeful, falling in love, nighttime, inspiration. So I think there's hope in this new beginning. There truly is. Comes with some kind of communication, but first someone's the one who, I think there's this need to address what's happening beneath the surface, including this jealousy. And I think that again there might have been something to do with family there as well with that snake card. Okay, I don't think they had a protective mama bear, if you will, or in their life. Okay, number 11. Firefly, illumination, chemistry. I feel like someone might be tripping up on their words, like they don't mean to do it. So they might say something and then they go back on it and it might be a bit difficult to believe them, but I don't think they're meaning to do it. I think they're just genuinely tripping up on their words and their communication, okay? Illumination, chemistry, magical. Again, so much magic here. That vibe is big here. Self-discovery, soul spark, light codes, fire, creative spark, someone special. It's really interesting with these cards because it's kind of like a mix, and whatever is being alchemized truly is turning into a really beautiful point moving forwards. Archer, you're on point, you're on target. Because it feels like there's like this misalignment, but then someone's really finding themselves as a result of this. This is why it's like coming back home to yourself. You are changing. There is a change that's taking place, okay? Okay, light bulbs, number 26, aha moment, discovery, breakthrough, reveal. This is going to happen with that communication. You realize enlightenment, epiphany, illumination, invention, intellect, and then you've got the heart and mind, number 31. Compassionate wisdom. And I think you're going to be shocked at how you respond to this, whatever this is. You're going to be way more in this energy than you ever have been, and maybe even didn't expect of yourself, okay? Mindfulness, emotional intelligence, holistic insight, intellect, emotional balance, authentic decision making, wholeness, integration. So even if you don't know what's coming, you're going to respond to it in a way where you're way more grounded, you're way more focused on a positive outcome, you know, but you're also very much, you know your worth. You're in this kind of energy of I think you've been through so much, truly, you know, the illness, the losses, all of it. I think you're at a point where you really just, this is where you're thinking long term. You want stability, you know, you want something that has potential. And, you know, I think this is in multiple areas in your life as well, okay? So it's important to remember that. Man, masculine energy. This is who I think is really having this this clear out, this cleansing. Again, that King of Coins, really finding that stability. Masculine energy, number 28. Okay. Having some serious realizations. They're realizing how they themselves took themselves on an island. And that separation. Wow. They didn't realize they were themselves, so, a spark, Torch, number 4, another card about illumination. So dark to light, revolution, courage, fully engaged, forging ahead, liberation, standing up for truth, bold, justice, freedom, passion. This is the energy that they're coming into. Right now they're still in this mask mode, so there's something still being concealed, okay? Number 4, 14, 19, okay, so the clock. It's all happening in divine timing, perfect timing, origins, culmination, incremental, longevity, unstoppable, standing the test of time, past, present, future. So whatever this is, it's going to be long lasting, Okay. Someone wants to ensure that, that's for sure. I think they really have not experienced this before. My God, they're really they need to slow down, not keep rushing ahead. They need to take stock, Number 3, the North Star. Inner guidance, direction, core values. Guiding light, inner knowing, true path, clarity, hope, certainty, confidence, protection. I feel like this is a connection that has been protected. And like I said before, there is some kind of divine protection truly that is here. That Providence card as well. I just think that someone's going through realizations that keeps coming through, because that's what it is. They're learning how to alchemize right now. Oh my God, you got the girl child and the boy child. Number 13 again. Wow. So again, beginnings. J, innocent, brand new, creativity, spontaneous, carefree, inexperienced, tender, new perspective girl. I think they've got a new perspective on this feminine energy that they're connected to, and it's bringing them some kind of awakening, or, enlightenment. Truly. Wow. Ooh. It's too many. There's definitely this need to communicate, though, as in from the heart and the truth, Tracks. You're on track, so whatever's taking place right now. 3, there's forward movement. It's steady, but it needs to be like the Knight of Coins steady. It's going the distance, that's why. There could be someone travelling. It's kind of like reminding yourself of where you're moving and why as well is important for somebody. So they just don't go into autopilot, It's like that, don't disconnect from your soul, reconnect as many times as you can. The white feather, fireworks again. 7, peace again, miracles, purity, protection, leap of faith, sign, message, rising above, encouraging, so it's positive, like movement, right? Forgiveness, reconciliation, freedom, celebration. Let's get just a few more, then we'll move on to the next step as well. Wow. There might be a lot of force in this communication. Number 16, you've got the birds. Major force, uncontrollable, chain reaction, unexpected. All of this has been so sudden and unexpected for somebody. I think it's just kind of catching up with them, truly. I don't know, it just feels like it's suddenly catching up with them. I think it's because they're finally understanding where they need to truly take responsibility. Yeah, there's been a divine intervention, double rainbow, truly. 16, ascension, perfect timing again. It's timed divinely, whatever's happened. Someone needed this ascension right now. Serendipity, light codes, promises kept, duality, as above, so below. Oh, okay. A couple more. More clarity for this beautiful message. Yeah. Blueprints, number 14. Careful planning, visionary, building firm foundations. This is what it is. I don't want this to be sudden and unexpected again like that tower before. It's time to build firm foundations. Thoughts are becoming things. There's a starting point. You're following your destiny now. That compass. That stability, those values are going to mean a lot. Here it is. Communication, the bridge. So there's definitely communication coming. Okay, number 12. Uniting, connecting, integrating, sharing, collaboration, harmony, compromise, overcoming barriers. That's where that forgiveness. And this seed as well. And the rider. So then the sunrise, the archer again. So definitely happier times ahead. There's a fresh start. There's an awakening. There's creating this fresh start. You're going to be able to overcome these barriers, right? It's going to come with a message, and there might be travel involved. Again, traveling. There's potential here. It might be small beginnings, but there's big results. Someone's finding hope within them as they move forwards with this communication. There's going to be change. There's more than meets the eye here. There's way more possibility than what you might realize. Okay, so it's all about perspective right now. Divine feminine. What does divine feminine need to be aware of currently? Yeah, things are 50-50 fluid. There's this emotion. She's very intuitive, emotional, compassionate, water sign energy again. Yeah, she feels like things are fluid. I don't know, like I said, she's just, this is why she's been focusing on herself, her internal path, because she's not sure what's going on here in this connection. It's almost like she's allowing the space for this divine masculine to take the lead, to make the action, okay? Oh, okay, this is it. Trusting divine timing. She's learned how to trust divine timing. Spirit, element of spirit is coming through. Timeless, life force, source energy. She's really learned how to step into the surrender to divine, okay? Moon, high priestess. My God, all the magic that's coming up with this divine feminine. She could very much be, really tapped in with her psychic gifts. She could herself, be a practitioner of that kind of thing as well. So intuitive, inner knowing, silent secret. She knows this is what needs to come about, but she's trusting the divine info. Virgo, hermit, solitude, enlightenment. Maybe she herself has been in that energy, soul searching, which it seems like if she's coming on the table as the empress, the divine feminine, the mirror has been inwards with her. She's been zoning in on her, locking in with herself. Okay, a few more for the divine feminine. Clarity, Libra, divine justice. It's coming. A Libra season could be very important for this communication. Legal matters, maybe truth, integrity, fair balance. Her values are on point. That's why it was misaligned in the past. A walking red flag versus someone who operates in truth and integrity. Do you know what I mean? Virgo energies again. So autumn time, confirmation again. Autumn time, especially if you're in the northern hemisphere. Venus, the empress. Solar flash. She's going through a complete ascension herself, which makes sense. Maybe you're mirroring this, uplevering, imminent event, dimensional shift. Okay, so divine masculine. Let's get some cards to clarify for the divine masculine energy here. It's clearly going through some kind of awakening. Yeah. Again, Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So they're finding balance, moderation, harmony, peace, balance, alchemy. This is everything that's been misaligned within that is being worked on. They're understanding where there's been a devoid emotion, emotional imbalance, where they haven't aligned with what they wanted, that they're now seeing. They're getting way more clarity with this divine feminine. Gemini, the lovers again. You've got Virgo here as well. Mercury energy, the hermit. So that came out for them. Virgo energy is really important here, clearly. Solitude, enlightenment, soul searching. Alignment, partnerships, love, openness. I think they're getting way more clarity and understanding of how I think everything we've been saying, truly, what they wanted deeply was not how they were acting. Wow. Okay. Gotta be that trusted, stable person, and they're becoming it. King of Coins, remember? Here it is. Sagittarius energy once again. So within 14 to 30 days, and this is communication. Okay, this is the communication that's coming through. So again, autumn time. So that's really soon. Okay, Prince of Fire. Got the Gemini lovers again at the bottom of the deck. So whoever this masculine energy is, they've truly been spending time by themselves and finding that imbalance, that balance where there was an imbalance, that void space. They've really actually been checking themselves and understanding this, and that's why within this in autumn time, northern hemisphere, within the next 14 to 30 days, yeah, there's going to be communication. Okay, Leo, strength card, courage, confidence, persuasion, wisdom, power. This is what they're finding within themselves. The star, Aquarius energy. Wow. And everything we've been saying, it just makes sense. They do want that new beginning. But they're finding it's like they've had, I don't know, I just feel like some kind of real awakening with that tower as well. True epiphany. Okay, so winter time as well could be important. Again, Aquarius energy, so within 2 to 4 weeks. This is just confirmation. I think whatever happens with this communication from 2 weeks onwards, because it keeps saying 14 days, 2 weeks, to winter, it's going to be a shift in how things progress massively. Truly, this is why divine feminine, truly, this is why she's happening, because she's so surrendered. She's so full of faith, and also her intuition is on point. She's very good with her intuition, One more for the divine masculine, just to clarify. Okay, Pluto, judgment, yeah, rebirth, major changes, transformation, confirmation. Okay, this connection, what you need to be aware of this connection, moving forwards. I honestly feel like the divine feminine energy here has truly allowed that energetic space for the divine masculine to step up, and I don't think she realizes what's happened, as in she's clearly created some kind of awakening recently. I think it's because she's decluttering from her life as well, okay? So yeah, fixed signs could be important. So this is about keeping going. There's this energy of being purpose-driven because there is going to be some kind of sudden change that takes place. Okay, your connection moving forwards. There's going to be action. There is. I knew it. I was just waiting for it. Twin flames. That makes sense. It completely does. Mirror, reflection, divine counterpart. Let's get another one because that Mars energy with the Tower. There's a lot of desire here, and it makes sense. If you're in this, don't forget you had the starting knot as well. You know, the connection moving forward. Let's get some clarity for these cards. Okay, yeah, that's why it's come out with the fixed signs as well. Again, the Hierophant, Taurus, high level commitments, truly faith, marriage, leadership, tradition. Okay, clarity for this Tower energy. You are destined for this, but it's all about how you're allowing yourself to come into that alignment. You know, there's something big about the action being taken by the Divine Masculine right now, especially with that torch. Okay, so this is where there's going to be it might feel like, okay, so someone's clearly still dealing with their shadows. I've got the Devil here, Capricorn, okay, they're still dealing with this. And this is where I think there's going to be this energy of, I don't know if it's going to feel like a shock or whether you already know it anyway, but it is going to create a complete and sudden change in your perspective on what's happening, okay? Clarity for this Twin Flames card. 1111 to be important. I did mention your mirroring before as well. Yeah, the Moon. Deception, anxiety, fear, blocked intuition. So it really has, your connection is really triggered a lot within you that needed to be cleared through, which is usually the way with these twin flame connections, obviously. Especially with that Devil. I think this is massively to do with what happened in the past as well. Like that Tower that you experienced in the past that was coming through, it brought up the darkest parts of someone's shadow to the surface. That I think that even they were almost shocked by. So the Empress Venus did fall to the floor then, just then the card. So again, Taurus energies with that Hierophant, attraction, beauty, charm, love, pleasure. I think she's so purpose driven right now. She's so feeling way more grounded within herself than she has before, and this is why she's going to be able to handle what's about to come. Let's get another clarity here for this Tower and Devil energies, because that's big, that's really heavy. What is this about? Clarity. Oh, wow. Queen of Fire, Leo energies within 7 to 14 days. Wow, this is why that energy keeps coming through. Slow down. It's not about reaction, it's about recognizing where there's still shifts that need to be needs to take place, that alignment that still needs to come through. Because don't forget, the signs are here for a reason. You have the opportunity to communicate from a healthy space now. Right, Twin Flames and the Moon, Pisces energy. Twin Flames and the Emperor. The Empress and the Emperor. Oh my God. Right, okay, I think this was happening. There's going to be clarity. This deception, this blocked intuition, whether this is this connection that we're on, are we meant to be moving forwards? It's going to be cleared up. Why are you going to recognize, you're going to be told in this communication what someone's truly been dealing with, okay? This Divine Feminine energy is so much more focused on herself, right? She knows what she wants as stability, and this is where this Divine Masculine energy feels even more on an energetic level. I don't think they realize it now, but they feel more this pull towards her because they're energetically there's a space for them that's being cleared, so they can move forward, and it's more safe because they know that whatever they're dealing with here, this change, this major change, you know, is allowing them this courage, this confident space to truly step into this Divine Masculine energy. Okay, so I don't think that this Tower and Devil are going to be so shocking moving forwards. I think, if anything, you're going to be addressing the Tower that happened in the past. I'm just going to get another one just to clarify that, and it's going to help you to understand where someone's at, you know, where they're still finding their alignment, but they're going to confirm they do want this new beginning. You know, it says rewards for your labour for a reason. You had so much emotional pain here. But you're both going to realise you have it within you to turn this 10 of Cups upright. That storybook ending, if you will. But, you know, where you're meant to be moving towards that sacred union comes with your inner alignment. So it's about honouring and respecting that you're both going through that journey. Hanged Man, there has been Hanged Man. And now there's a time to get going. That's amazing. So you've got the Hanged Man, right? There's been a pause, and this is about time to get going, leading, beginnings, birth, igniting, ideas, original. Then you've got the spirituality, fantasy, escape, illusion, dream. So it's kind of like, again, thoughts becoming things, and spring energy. There's a new beginning coming here, okay? So I feel called to get the animal card quickly for Divine Feminine. Whoa, metamorphosis, she's a butterfly. And she's going to have her abundance. Okay, 22 and 3. Metamorphosis, time, be open, embrace the change. You're going through an evolution of your soul. You're rising up. You're literally becoming an inspiration. You are reinventing yourself, okay? Ladybug, a vibrant, abundant life, happy, comfort, leisure. Wishes are coming true. Good health, balance, birth of daughter could be relevant here. That birth keeps coming through. The Empress and the Empress, I've put them on top of each other. They're both pregnant. You know, that was coming through before. So don't forget, the whole family. Very first card, 10 of coins. Got the 10 of cups. You both got family in your mind, I'm going to be honest. But it's about clearing up what the deceptions that took place, the anxieties, the fears that are still there because you're uncertain, you can't see what's happening. Communication is coming. Divine masculine. Bunnies, number 1. Okay, rabbits, new beginning, desire. This is a divine masculine who has a lot of desire. This is why they were coming up as King of Wands in reverse before. Like I said to you, the impulses were massively driving them. Their ego was just putting up a shield, give them excuses to validate it. Changes, massive transformation. They're going to become more timid. Whoa, that's interesting. A sudden increase. They could be going through an abundant shift, you know, luck on their side. Clever, resourceful, fertility, multiply, sex, procreation. Oh. Your connection. Whoa, stallion. That's powerful. Number 4, breaking free, tame versus wild, strong emotions, desire yet again, driving force, unbridled sexual energy. Whoa. Freedom, unleashing the inner beast. There's going to be truths coming to the surface truly here. I'm just going to get quickly, I feel like I need to get these ones for you. So it's ready to just turn into something about this beautiful journey. So, yeah, I think that's all you need. Well, these two. Keep an open mind. Okay, so you differ from your usual expectations and types, and also I think from what you believe how this should unfold. Okay, allow divine unfold. I think divine feminine is doing that more than anything, and this divine masculine, they're stepping up. They are, okay, but this isn't about heavy expectations or, you know, putting everything onto someone. Don't forget, you're both very much on a very personal journey. You have a purpose here together. That's the focus. Give your relationship a chance. Okay, working on your partnership. There's going to be a need to be truly honest about what happened in the past, because there's some mistruths here. It's blocked both of you from seeing the truth of your feelings for each other, the connection as well, and what it is on a higher level. Okay, so this is a big shift taking place very soon, within 14 days. 14 days, 2 weeks max, I feel like, and then the communication is going to unfold over the month, and towards winter season, there's going to be some new beginnings coming through. Okay, that's what this reading is for. So remember to pay attention, to discern that this reading is for you. Okay, sending so much love. You've got this.